Does the state of Florida do enough to prevent distracted driving? The state of Florida has instated laws recently that make texting and driving a primary offense. This means that a police officer can now pull someone over for simply texting and driving. Previously, an officer had to have another reason to pull someone over, like speeding, and then issue a secondary ticket for the distracted driving. But is it enough? Many other states have laws that require drivers to use only hands-free options with their phone. The state of Florida's law is specific to texting and driving only. It does not require all phone operations to be hands-free. This means that while you can be pulled over for texting and driving, you will not be pulled over for talking on your phone and holding it, unless you're in a school or traffic zone. When we discuss distracted driving, most people assume that we are only talking about phone usage, but that is not always the case. Distracted driving is considered to be any action taken by the driver that takes his or her attention away from driving. Distracted driving also consists of eating while driving, looking at your GPS screen, putting on makeup, or even turning around to talk to someone in the back seat. Florida's laws focus on cell phone usage, but specifically texting. Florida can only issue a distracted driving ticket after they have been pulled over for another offense, unless it's texting. The state of Florida is focusing on texting specifically because the driver is focusing on too many tasks at once and the brain can't handle it. Texting while driving requires a driver to focus on the road while also focusing on a conversation and focusing on figuring out which letter to type on their phone. Doing all three things at once takes a driver's full attention away from the road. Some people think that Florida is not doing enough to prevent distracted driving. But according to the Put It Down, Focus on Driving campaign of Florida's statutes now allow law enforcement to issue citations for texting and driving and allows them to issue citations for any type of phone usage in school or construction zones. So, as you can see on this map here, Florida issues $50 or less for their first offense of texting and driving, as where some states issue over $500 for their first offense of texting. But Florida also has a system in place to add to your punishment each time you get a citation. As you can see here, your first offense is $30, but your second offense is $60 with 3 points on your license. But if your texting and driving second offense causes an accident, you get 6 points on your license. So what does this system mean? It means that each offense within a certain time period will result in losing your license. When you look at the consequences of Florida's point system, I think you'd rather pay the $500 fine than risk losing your license. In conclusion, while the punishment for distracted driving could probably be stricter, the state can only make laws to help roads safer. But it is our responsibility as a driver to follow the laws. The state and police can only do so much, and we need to take personal responsibility for our own actions while driving and remember that not only are we keeping ourselves safer by following law, but we are doing our part to keep other drivers, pedestrian workers safe too.